How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a good day. I just got back from vacation yesterday, so I've got some things I need to take care of around here, but I wanted to chat a little bit about something I've been chewing on over the last couple of weeks. I guess the best way to sum it up is in the form of a question. Is my own desire to heal actually getting in the way of my emotional recovery? That might sound a little bit convoluted, so I want to see if I can clear it up, maybe put it another way. You know, I sit in a lot of circles, and people come into those circles and inevitably share their stories. If you pay close attention, you can tell who's there to set down their burden, who's there to find some healing or some release, or maybe even impart some wisdom through sharing their experiences with others. And you can also tell who's there simply for the purpose of ripping themselves open again and again and again, just to get other people to pity them, just to play the victim and to take control of the circle. They're looking for a place to puke and then to move on. Many years ago, when I was in the beginning stages of this part of my emotional recovery, a teacher of mine shared a bit of wisdom with me. And that wisdom came in the form of an aphorism, and I'd like to share that with you now. The aphorism is this: never trust a healer who doesn't limp. And I'll point out that he did not say, never trust a healer who doesn't bleed. And there's a big difference. The healer who limps is carrying the scars of their work. They've come through it. And now you can see that they've done their work. It's changed them. And they can carry their work into the world as an example for others. We talk a lot in those same circles about the idea of the wounded healer. And the concept is pretty well known. The wounded healer is someone who suffers some form of affliction, some form of disease. And in the process of healing through that, learns how to heal themselves, but then also acquires the gift to heal others, or to go out into the world and to help others find their own healing through sharing of wisdom that they've acquired through the process of healing their wound. And I guess maybe the most prominent example of that is Jesus, at least in our culture, who after the resurrection appears to his disciples, and Thomas doesn't believe that it's actually him. So Jesus takes his hand and puts it into the wound in his side, and Thomas finds faith. Thomas is healed. I heard a question that was asked by someone a few years ago who was really deep into their recovery, someone who'd been around this game a long time. And the question is, when are you gonna drop the fucking rock? In other words, when are you gonna stop carrying this thing? What are you really getting out of carrying it? It doesn't mean that you don't make your amends. It doesn't mean that you don't notice your patterns, that you don't pay attention, that you aren't aware. But can you allow yourself to take the healing from that awareness? Can you allow yourself to do what you need to heal through the experience? Set down the burden of your shame, of your guilt, of your worthlessness, and walk out into the world with the gifts that you've taken from those experiences. I've also heard the idea that we heal through attraction and not promotion. It's very easy to want to run out there when you find someone who's in need and to solve their problems for them, to fix them, to save them. But the truth of the matter is, those of us who are called to work with others, those of us who are called to act as guides or even healers for others, we know that our best teacher is our own experience. And we know that there comes a point where our wounds are either going to kill us or heal us. But we have to be willing to walk through the process, and we have to be able to surrender to it and to take that gift from it. Because unless we can do that, unless we can allow ourselves to take the healing from our experience and to set down the shame and to set down the wound, there's really no way that we can walk out into the world and be of service to others in a way that's good, in a way that's right, and in a way that doesn't propagate our own victimhood. Till next time.